Is my dog throwing up right now? My dog is throwing up right now. Some healthy swaps are actually amazing, but it's some of the other ones that I'm just not sure about. So today we're gonna go ahead and just give a couple of them a try. Some of these I use all the time, but there are a few of them that, we're just gonna take the internet's word for it and see if it's a valid swap for its calorie dense cousin, is what I'll call it. So we're going full culinary scientist and we're going to decide, are these swaps actually good and low calorie, or are they just low calorie and taste like crap like 90% of the other stuff that y'all suggest us on the internet? No shade. Okay, so first we'll get started with the swaps that I actually do like. So this here is jelly. It's a sugar-free jelly. I love a good orange marmalade, and this one's cool. I mean, it's Smucker's, so of course, like, it's the go-to to get. I've had this a while and I haven't finished it. I would probably I'd give it a 7 out of 10, because we have this. This here, sugar-free gem plus fiber. This is amazing. I am already on my second jar of this. It does not have too much of a artificial taste, so you really get to just enjoy, having a little jam. I like the raspberry one a little bit more than I like the grape one. And I do love grape jelly, but I also like my jams. That's why I got these, because I didn't really feel like anything could really replace a Welch's jelly. So I would say stick to the jams that you like. Leave the jelly one alone. But this over this, okay? I've also tried the Smucker's raspberry, and I don't always put it with toast, and I have toast every single day. I don't always have it with toast. I put it in a lot of other applications, like to make my drinks a little bit more fun sometimes. It's okay, but it's Smucker's, and they kind of missed the mark, if you ask me. So I would say leave that one alone, but pick this up, okay? Get this one. Another one that I don't have much of a need for, but I found I would rather have it on hand so I don't, make any mistakes, is this here. This is sugar-free syrup, as you can probably tell by the bottle, but I did have to go through a few of these in order to, get one that was worth something, because all the other ones were just giving like water with a little bit of artificial sweetener and colored it dark. So I don't know what they call it now, but the whatever Miss Butterworth is now, because I know that's not her name no more. No, that one is disgusting. The one that is Miss Butterworth but butter is slightly better, but this here, I do think is the best you're gonna be getting. If you gave this here to me and you didn't tell me it was sugar free, I would kind of know, just because I'm particular. But to an unassuming eye, I don't think anybody would really notice. So, final verdict: should you be getting jelly and syrup, low calorie, zero sugar? I say yes, but you gotta be mindful of your brands big time. Next up is sugar-free barbecue sauce. And look, I am a Sweet Baby Ray's girl through and through. You hear me? I don't want anything but that. And I will say this here, it's not exactly Sweet Baby Ray's, but I do like this more than I like a lot of those other non-Sweet Baby Ray's alternatives, okay? So if you haven't tried this one here yet, you're gonna have to get on board, because I will smash this all by myself. What I also like is that they have other flavors. So this one's the hickory, that sweet and spicy one. It's to die for. I use that one a lot too. But for, what is this? 10 calories for 2 tablespoons. I'm not going over 2 tablespoons. Like, I am not a child. I just, a little bit. That's all I need. Crispy fries. So, the fries, they're regular. We're not swapping out the fries or anything. That's doing too much. So, final verdict on the sugar-free barbecue sauce. Absolutely buy. Absolutely buy. Honestly, kick all the other stuff out your cabinet, unless it's Sweet Baby Ray's. Replace it all with this here. Tell them to sponsor me, because I will rave this from the mountaintops, because it is absolutely delicious. Now, you might consider this next one here to be cheating, but it was not intentional. I was with my homegirl and she was eating on some tenders. I had a little piece of one. I'm like, oh, these are good. And she's like, oh yeah, they're gluten-free too. She sends her man to the store. It's like, okay, we're gonna get you some so you can take some back with you so you could try them for real, for real. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, that's a great friend, right? So she sends the man with the empty package. You see this? Empty package. Says, can you get some more of these? He comes back from the store, and let me show you what he comes back with. These ain't the same thing, okay? They're not the same thing at all. Colors, not even the same. Okay, it's supposed to be where I really did a taste test of these, but unfortunately I can't. These are gluten-free. I am not gluten-free, but you know, you save a couple calories. It says here that these are for 2.5 pieces, it's 165 calories, which I think is pretty good for something that's going to be gluten-free, but that picture is kind of scaring me. So let's pop these bad boys out the air fryer and see how they taste. This thing is so thin, it's making me a little self-conscious. It's giving school lunch meat. You know, like when you have like chicken tenders for public school lunch? That's what this looks like. So we're gonna see. I mean, it's giving McDonald's in the inside. I don't know if you can see that. It looks like a chicken nugget. It's very crispy. It's a little dry though. Well, I know it's probably because this is breast. It don't say. It's really dry. Okay. We're going. Let's try it with a little of the trusted barbecue, because what else is this for? Stop her up. We'll go again. She needs the sauce, okay? I would say now we're giving dino nuggets, okay? These are definitely the not dinosaur shaped chicken tenders. So now this, I would be shocked if somebody told me this was gluten-free and they just handed it to me. So that's good. I feel like I'm just eating, you know, something that's meant for a child. I'm gonna make them a little plain. It's a little plain for people who like beige food. I can get down with this though. This is my fries and barbecue sauce. Yo, it's me a nice little lunch where you're just feeling real youthful, you know. So I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I'm actually pleasantly surprised. Okay. From the picture, these look more like Chick-fil-A tenders. These are dino nuggies, okay? So if you're a dino nuggie lover, you'll like these, I think. Especially since you're saving on the calories. How much protein is in this by comparison? Because this package says, this says 16 grams of protein. That says 23 per serving. I don't know what the serving is, so I'm actually shocked. A little surprised. So I would get those again. Okay, I would actually get those again. I was talking a little smack. My brother got the wrong thing, but my brother, you did okay. So let's go on to the next one. I do really enjoy the PB Fit powder, but only in my smoothies or like my oatmeal. I've never enjoyed like adding water to it and trying to reconstitute it into just like regular peanut butter. I know that's what's supposed to technically have been removed to make this a powder, but no, it don't it don't taste right to me. So we're gonna try something that I keep seeing on the internet where people say just take some of the powder and you're gonna add in a sugar-free syrup to get the consistency that you're looking for, and it's still, you know, low in calorie because both of these are low calorie. I don't know how much I'm supposed to do, so we're just, this is what we have right now. Oh, nice drizzleable consistency here. This is looser than I would do to like put on my toast, but you know, for the sake of science, I'm gonna leave it like this because I've already done this much. So I probably did like a tablespoon of powder. I would say 1-to-1 ratio. So a tablespoon of powder and a tablespoon of the sweet, what's it called? The syrup. Jesus, that didn't want to come out. Oh, wow. That is actually, that's actually really good. Again, very, they're right. They're absolutely right. That does not work with just plain water. You have to add a sweetener. Oh, I got an idea for that. Hold on. These right here, chocolate ice cream, regular chocolate ice cream. This is the HEB version of like the Bluebell. If you can't get Bluebell or HEB versions of things, I am very sorry. I'm gonna take this. Woo! So we're gonna take this and we're gonna drizzle the peanut butter on it. Oh yes. Oh, I'm excited about this. Okay, this was actually the perfect consistency. Oh, you see that? Who doesn't love peanut butter and chocolate? Oh my goodness. This came right out the freezer. It's always soft. That's why it's perfect. Cheers. I've done it again. That is phenomenal. Oh yes. No, this ice cream is not low calorie. It's a perfect little portion. But sometimes you can just have a sweet treat, babe. You don't have to count into oblivion. Just have the sweet treat you want sometimes. And you can make it a little sweeter with some 0-calorie peanut butter. Oh yeah. Oh. That is delicious. You know what that makes me think of? Something I never see anybody talk about. Hold on, one more time. I never see anybody talk about these. I keep them in the cabinet. They have like other candies from like, what is this, the Mars company? Hershey company? But these are great. 3 pieces is 110 calories, which isn't the skinniest candy in the world, but it's better than a regular Reese's. I don't know, I could be shopping sometimes. Did I really need these? No, you see, like this bag is actually huge. I don't know how many is in here. It's 3 times 17. That's how many is in here. So this is a big bag. I just keep these just in case I need like a little midnight treat. I only can do 2 at a time. I don't know who's eating 3 of these. You know, if that's time of the month, maybe you will need 3, but I'm not eating 3 of them right now. Okay, so final thoughts. I think that we are in a great time for getting swaps. I feel like companies are actually making an effort. When I was a kid, it was like the 100-calorie Oreo snacks or freaking Special K and stuff like that. It wasn't stuff you really wanted. I think this is prime real estate in there. While I have had some things that I would not have again, like the Smucker's Jam, for example, there are so many things that you can actually purchase that do taste good. And I understand not everybody bank is right there where they can make those purchases. I do think that it's trial and error, you know, like I had to buy quite a few things before I got the ones that I like. But just because I like it don't mean that you will like it. In general, I do feel like we overinflate the idea of getting these swaps in because we're so worried about chaining ourselves to health culture. As you can see right now, I'm eating ice cream. Yes, I do eat ice cream sometimes. I keep it in the freezer because I can have ice cream. Like, it's not going to be the end of the world if I have it. And I'm not going to have it every day. I'm not going to have it every meal, but I'm going to have it. Sometimes it is a bit of a mindset change. Like, I took out peanut butter and I'll have my PB powder, but I'm not going to take out every single thing that I have grown to like in order to make healthier swaps and better decisions. I like to have whole foods, and that really kind of helps me sustain myself. The swaps that I do are really just swaps for those little things that I don't really want to take out, you know? So when I say like I'm a barbecue sauce girl, I don't feel like I should have to give up barbecue sauce in order to live a better life. I'm just gonna have some better barbecue sauce, you know? And I do think that that's something more people should be adopting because they'll smooth tell you to mix protein powder together with some rubbing alcohol and be like, yeah, this is the better option of doing something. I don't have to do all of that. It's never that serious. Your health is serious, but a lot of these steps people tell you to do for a hack or a swap, you don't need to do all that. So you've heard all of my Hoochie approved swaps. Now you let me know, what are your Hoochie approved swaps down in the comments. Maybe I'll pick a couple things up to a little part 2 to see what's good, what's crack-a-lacking with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go finish this ice cream now. I cannot believe I just came up with that combination so quick. Oh, I love my brain.